Hi everybody, it's Julia here, and today I thought we are going to have some look at my traveler's notebook. So this year, or the following year, is actually technically 2016. I want to focus more on scrapbooking in my traveler's notebook. And that is partly because I have done a bit of that this year and I think it's really fun, and partly because, yeah, 12 by 12 is really a big size and the albums are just so in the way. So I'm still thinking about doing 12 by 12 layouts, but this I think will be going to focus more on this size. So for December I did a bit differently. I have one page per day, but the last few months I have done a different sort of approach that I've really liked, and I think I will continue doing that. And that is this size, or this format of having a pocket in the front for memorabilia, and then here a page where it's a calendar, really, that's Violetta Door, and then a spread per week. So I'm going to show you how I did that, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you how I decorated it. So here we go. Here are the things that I plan to use, except I didn't use the pink paisley stamp one, but the Amy Chan I did use. Other stamps I'm going to use are these from Paper Project. It's a German company. These ink pads that coordinate with the sticker sheet that I chose, and that is this one from Ninja Washi. You can see the one with the foxes. It's really cute. The paper inside my traveler's notebook is going to be this white piece of copy paper it is, but it's have a heavier weight to it. So instead of 80 grams, it's 160. And on this piece of paper I had stamped these stamps from Tiger in silver just to try them out. I'm going to add some of these grey speckled papers too, and as the cover I'm going to use this one from Crate Paper, Snow and Cocoa. So I'm going to start by trimming all of these papers down and folding them. Now that we have all the parts finished, we're going to start assembling the book. And I'm going to start by measuring out where my holes is going to be, and then out of experience, let's say that, I'm going to reinforce this cover. Now, would I have known what I was going to do later, I wouldn't really have to do this step, but the inside of this book is really pretty, but it doesn't go with the color scheme I have chosen. So I'm going to cover that in paper, but I'm going to do that once the book is done. Had I known I was going to do that, I could have done that now. But instead, I'm going to put down a layer of washi tape. And the thread I'm going to use, I just matched that one to the ink I was going to use. And I'm using the Umbrella Craft Ruby Red ink for this one. I think it's really pretty, and for me January is that really deep red, so that's perfect. I'm putting down that washi tape, and it's just going to add a bit of protection. And now I'm going back through the holes again, and I'm going to do the same inside the book. All the parts I have here, and I think the most important thing to do this is making sure that everything is lined up. It is so annoying that you have done all of these steps only to find out that some of that has been slightly askew, and when you put the book together it's like all wonky. So make sure to take a little bit of extra time just to make sure everything is lined up, and I use these paper clips just to have everything in place. And now I'm going to go through the book again, making the holes, and it's a lot easier now when I have the holes in my cover as a guide. And I'm going putting the cover on the inside of the book first, doing the holes, and then I'm putting the cover on the right side up, inside up. I don't know, you know what I mean. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm using a pretty big needle to make it really easy later on when I'm going to sew. And here you can see I'm using just regular embroidery thread or floss, whatever you call it. All the 6 strands. I know some people recommend you using like waxed cotton thread or something, but for me this has worked really great. It's been easy to sew with. It's so easy to match the colors that you want, because I mean, embroidery thread you can get in like in every color. I have seen some using like sewing thread, but in my experience this embroidery thread has been the best for me anyway. Now I have quite a few because I sort of like embroidery thread, all the colors. I do use them for embroidery too, but I'm not going to lie, I sort of like looking at the colors. um, then when it's all done, I'm just going to do some knots here. In retrospect, I should have done what I've done before, adding glue, but I thought, well, I never use, I mean, I do that, but I don't need to. Turns out, you sort of do. Yeah. Next step is cutting off the excess, and the reason why I scored the papers the way I did is to get as much excess as I can, but still making it easy to cut. And going to use the excess later on. I also always start when cutting to break away the blade I had on the knife. These are really cheap break blade knives, and I find that breaking the first blade off, making sure you have a sharp tip when you start, and then go super slow over and over and over again, almost cutting one piece of paper per go, makes the best cut of the book. It takes a bit longer, but it definitely looks best. And here we go. So that is our finished book, and it's really pretty as it is. I really like this grey paper mixed in. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is draw a bunch of lines. I'm going to draw up this calendar page on the first page, or first spread I should say. I'm going to add a pocket, and then on the inside here I just draw lines. So 8 sort of sections on each spread, so there's a week, and then the top one on the left is going to be sort of like a summary of the week or so. So my plan here was to stamp first the week numbers and then all the others, but my camera cut off. But I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you about how I did that. But I'm using these paper project stamps with the ruby red ink, and that is my dog's. So I'm going to use paper project stamps and also the roller stamps, the stamp from Amy Chan, to do my weekdays inside the actual book. And I really like this. I also really like the color combo of that grey and this ruby red. For me, that is really January. I really like it. So yeah, I'm going to let you watch this. I'm going to be back super shortly and talk about how I decorated. I thought I had it on camera, but I don't. All the links will be down below or in my blog post, and I hope you have liked this video. I'm saying that now, but it's a ton of video left. So, the book I did for January, I started with a color scheme, and I was really inspired by these stickers. They are from Ninja Washi, and here at the back I have some stuff just paper clipped in that I can use. So there are some pretty papers that I've used in the book, and also the stickers. Now when I ordered from her, I also got a grab bag, and there was a lot of these stickers in that, so that is why I have so many left. But that is what I'm thinking about using mostly in my January book. So that is where the color scheme came from. Having this grey, blue, and then some of that really pretty red. So the paper here I used are from Crate Paper Snow and Cocoa. I really like this wood grain, but the other side had a really pattern with a lot of pink and yellow, and that just didn't go. So I took this paper, and that is from Molly Makes, I think it's a magazine, and then just made a pocket where I can have stuff in. Adding some glitter tape because that's fun. And then the stamps I have used are these stamps from Paper Project. I used for my title here, this is called Rilk, I think. And this is Brentano's baby sister, and it's called... I'm going to link them down below. My German is so not good. And the ink I used are a smoky grey, and then this really red. Let's see here. So that is from Umbrella Craft, and then VersaFine Smoky Grey. So I used those, and I think it's really fun. These two go so well together. And then the stickers are from Ninja Washi. So what I haven't done so much here, I just wrote out the days with a silver pen, and then the week number I stamped with these stamps. And then, like, here's my birthday, so I got some candles. And then I know on these two dates I have a course with Viola, and it's a trick course. And then here, the weeks, what I did was I have a stamp to do. It's also from Paper Project. It comes in this planner organization, it's called. So it's got a bunch of words. I got this for free, actually. And I was like, I'm going to save it, but it just have a few like to do and date and that kind of stuff. But otherwise all the words are in Germany or in German, so very few I can use. And that one is one of them. So what I did here, I just drew a line every 2 inch so that I can use to add my photos. So 2 by 2 inch photos can go here if I want to. And then the days of the week, I used my Amy Tangerine, her latest stamp. I really like this one. So that is what I've done throughout the weeks, and here you can see the heart again for when we have a course, my birthday, course again, and then last week. And then I have quite a few pages, and in this book I alternated having heavier copy paper. This is 160 grams, and then this grey white speckled paper. When I was young, I got a big pack of specialty papers, like this paper, and this with silver in it, and this one from my aunt. And I haven't used them, and they are so pretty, so I decided to just mix it in, and I really like how that looks. And my knot has come undone. That's not good. It's actually not good at all. I'll fix that later. So that is how I decorated. I know that the video cut off when I was doing it, but I hope this is okay anyway. So that is my book for January 2017. And yeah, I really like these stickers, so if you think they are really cute, I do, then check out Ninja Washi. I'm going to link her down below and also on my blog. I hope you liked this video, and the videos will be coming up more now that I'm trying to get back to my schedule, and I hope to see you soon.